the foul, Paul Artadi looked his way.
Looked at LA Tenorio.
Yeah, and pumped his fist to say, yes, nakuha ko yung
Yes,
offensive foul
naisaan
mo."
kita.
Yes.
Oh.
So obviously he's playing a mind game here. Pretty much like what Floyd Mayweather is doing to Manny Pacquiao, but it's not working. And Artadi, that's a double whammy.
And he ties the game at 5 apiece. So let's see if the Aces settle down here. Here's Baguio and now Simpson. Oh, Simpson caught dancing to the wrong song. So babalik ang bola sa kampo ng Llmados.
Now this is pure B-Meg's type of game, and we keep on referring to this team as pure foods. But it's defense, and they're clearly establishing their defensive superiority right now.
Turnover against the Llmados. Alaska on the attack. Diamond Simpson, sidestep, blocked from behind by Pingris. And again, another traveling violation against the Aces.
Chalk up another turnover here against Alaska, forced by B-Meg's defense.
Here's Canaleta, 15-footer on the way. Yes, sir.
Now, two things here about Nino Canaleta playing the two spot. He can get his shots because he's going to be playing way above his defender. Secondly, they're putting a lot of defensive pressure on Cyrus Baguio. They want to take out his energy from his offense and make him work hard on defense. And that's a great move on the part of Coach Ryan Gregorio, especially since we know that Baguio is Alaska's go-to guy.
In the meantime, there was a foul against Paul Artadi, and that is the 14th foul against B-Meg Derby Ace.
And Tenorio still talking to the referee, saying that someone is tugging at his jersey. He's not saying who, but you know whom he's referring to.
I make one wild guess. It must be Paul Artadi. But I tell you, every time Tenorio and Artadi meet, something happens.
Oh my gosh.
Something always happens.
I think it's a game of one-upsmanship. Both of these players like to play. But you see Alaska now putting some pressure in the backcourt. But hindi naman nagmamadali ang B-Meg. They don't mind the pressure.
Oh, nice swipe by Baguio.
Harap-harapan yun.
Baguio on the move. Skyro spins and he is fouled. What a move by Baguio. I mean, he knew against Canaleta he really had to be creative.
Exactly. He had to improvise. He had a fast break going, but alam niyan, malaki ang kanyang kalaban. And even if Canaleta were not in front of him, even if he were behind him, he would still be wary of his defense. Ito, no? The way he had to improvise and circle away from the defense to get the shot off.
At this point, as Roger Yap joins the game, you look at Cyrus Baguio. Is he now the go-to guy for this Alaska team?
Oh, without a doubt. I think he's taken over from Willie Miller 100%. But I think more than Cyrus Baguio, the responsibility is on LA Tenorio to run this team on the floor. He's the ball carrier, he's the ball handler. He's the man who takes charge in terms of being the coach on the floor for Alaska. So his responsibility is to make sure that Cyrus has his shots.
Good effort by Tenorio. Aces on top by 2, and they have the basketball with 8 and 18 remaining in the first. And now Roger Yap is shadowing Tenorio. Turnover against Alaska. Roger Yap to Canaleta. Canaleta gets Baguio. And now the Llmados will organize, and they have 15 on the shot clock.
Again, ito yung sinasabi natin, no? B-Meg is not a fast-breaking type of team. They like to set up in the half-court, and they like to make use of their size. You also notice that defensively, they've got Mark Pinglis, who is their defensive stopper against Simpson. And now it's Brown on the switch.
Time to shoot para sa Alaska. As Simpson comes up short. Here's a forward pass. Brown outside, Pingris. One-hander is good.
That's his shot. Mark Pinglis likes to run the break. He likes to penetrate the middle and likes to come in with that floating one-hander. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the opening quarter. We're tied at 9 apiece.
Simpson to Tenorio from the corner. Yes, sir! So Tenorio now with 5 points, and that gives Alaska a 3-point lead, 12-9.
Well, Roger Yap is supposed to be a more tenacious defender than Paul Artadi. But in that sequence, LA Tenorio just got his shot despite Roger Yap being there.
Roger Yap got the loose ball and fired away before the shot clock expired, so he has his first 2 points of the game. Pero lamang pa rin ang Alaska, 12-11 as we near the halfway mark of the opening period. You know, by the time James Yap comes in and the opposing team is not ahead by a lot of points, or BMEG might even be ahead, the starting unit has done its job.
Malaking bagay yun. When you've got a James Yap coming off the bench for you.
Imagine Roger Yap and James Yap coming off the bench. That was your championship starting backcourt.
Yes. And what Canaleta did was he softened up Cyrus Baguio with the minutes he had on the floor. And now Cyrus Baguio is going to be playing against a James Yap. And Baguio just ringing the bell.
I mean, his confidence is just sky high.
And you know, he's not choosing his shots. I mean, he's taking whatever shots come his way, whether outside or inside.
So BMEG down by 4 points. Good second effort para kay Mark Pingris, and he has 4 markers in this game. Lamang pa rin ang dalawa ang Alaska Aces. Devance having some problems here. And that's really a result of that pressing defense by BMEG Derby Ace. So score natin 15-13 dito sa laban ng Alaska at BMEG Derby Ace. We'll be back in a moment.
Any better than this? It's your boy Big Snoop Dogg. Got my nephew Soldier Boy in this motherfucker.
Welcome back to the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. My name is Patricia Bermudez. He's on right here at courtside. Let's talk about BMEG. As always, Coach Ryan believes that defense is constant for them. But what's exciting for him is that finally they're finding improvements in their offensive prowess. Now they're coming off a game with a 104 output, which is a conference high for them. So it shows that they're becoming more stable without Kirby Raimundo. Now Raimundo left last Sunday for Hong Kong to seek the kind of therapy they believe he can only get there to address the tightness on his ITB, which has affected his knees and his groin muscles. Now he could be gone for at least another week to at most 6 more weeks. So Coach Ryan doesn't even think he'll be back before the playoffs. But see, he's looking at the big picture here. Coach Ryan is after protecting their slot in the top 5 of the standings. Miko?
Okay.
Well, good to know that Kirby has found a place to go to address his problem. And if it's Hong Kong,
so
it would be nice to join him there.
Well, of course, we wish all the best para kay Kirby for his speedy recovery. At sana nga doon niya makita ang sagot sa kanyang injury problems. Back to this game. 5:07 remaining in the opening quarter. It's a 2-point game para sa Alaska. Now Devance, Simpson, slices through. Got away from that double team. So now it's a 4-point ball game, 17-13 dito sa first quarter.
You know, I just want to make a comment that Simpson was able to get away for that unmolested shot because Pingris was not his defender. I think it's important that BMEG focuses on Pingris playing defense against the import. And let's see if there's going to be some switches here in defensive assignments. No, Pingris is back on Simpson. Kanina nagkaroon ng switching. And that's what Simpson wants. So he doesn't want Pingris on top of him. He'd rather have like a Rafi Rivas who's now sitting on the bench.
Here's Baguio. Baguio's been the man of the moment para sa Alaska. Tenorio for 3. In and out. Here's Roger Yap. Well, this happens sometimes with Roger Yap. Sa sobrang lakas ng kanyang pangangatawan. When he moves past smaller guys, sometimes this happens.